Welcome to Obscure. Before we get started, to my empathetic people, I just want to say that it is important to protect your energy. So understand that nothing in this video is your situation. Listen, but don't absorb. We're just here to sip some tea. As we all know, BLAC CHYNA and TokyoToni's relationship between each other has been rocky for, well, to our knowledge, for a couple of years, but to their knowledge, ain't no telling how long. And they've been through their ups and downs, and TokyoToni has come to Instagram plenty of times to call her daughter names and just to say hurtful things about her or whatever. So recently, BLAC CHYNA and her mom had met up, and I guess like to repatch their relationship or something like that. And then next thing I know, or video clips come out of the two of them arguing. So I'm gonna play a clip or two. Y'all check this out.
I'm gonna rock your world in this motherfucker.
So rock it.
You put your fucking hands on me again.
So rock it.
Put your hands on me again.
Rock it.
You did all this shit for you? And this how the fuck you do me? You took a car from me.
A car?
You did everything. Bitch, I lived all the way out in Maryland with no transportation, no nothing.
Now, when BLAC CHYNA first cut her mama off and she stopped her mama for seeing her grandkids and stuff, everybody was like, oh, BLAC CHYNA is so wrong. She shouldn't cut her mama off from seeing her grandchildren, and BLAC CHYNA don't need to be doing her mama like that. But you know what? Like, from watching all the videos that TokyoToni had did on Instagram with just cussing her daughter out, to seeing this, I see why BLAC CHYNA does not want her mother around her kids, let alone around herself, because it seems as though she's very toxic, and I mean, she possesses negative energy, and don't nobody want anybody around them that's going to be draining their energy 24/7. And another thing is, like, people can say what they want to say about BLAC CHYNA. You know, I've said some things about her too. That's before, like, I really knew about, how her mom was. But I can give her this, like, she's trying to protect her kids from this toxicity that her mom possesses, and I don't blame her, because she doesn't want her kids to have to, experience something like this. I mean, TokyoToni just seems like a nasty person. Like in one of the clips, because I can't post all of them in this video, of course, but if you watch it, one of the clips, when she was explaining it, she was like, I don't care if your mother sold you to a whole bunch of men, you still need to respect your mama, because that's your mama at the end of the day. That is some narcissistic things to say. You know what I'm saying? No, and that's not true. If you are being toxic to your children in any type of way, your children do not need to be around you, period. It doesn't matter that if you are a parent. If you are toxic and negative, no, they don't owe you anything. You don't need to be around them. She doesn't have to be around you. She doesn't have to do anything for you. And even though it was said in the show that her mom's car is still parked in the yard or in the front of her house or something, she just can't drive it. You know how sometimes, like, the car dealership can turn your car off? So I guess that's the situation or whatever. And she was just fussing at her daughter like, well, you took my car, why would you take my car, and all that stuff. BLAC CHYNA doesn't owe you anything. She keeps bringing up the things that she had to do for BLAC CHYNA when BLAC CHYNA was a child, but I realize that's what narcissistic parents do. Like, they always bring up what they had to do for their kids. First of all, that's your kid. That's what you're supposed to do. Ain't nobody gonna pat you on the back and give you a cookie for doing something that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And now that BLAC CHYNA is grown, she really doesn't owe you anything. And I commend her for, bringing TokyoToni back into her life, trying to amend things and maybe like talk it out and trying to like, fix the situation. So maybe she could be around her grandchildren, because if you are a type of person that got family members that you don't talk to, which I'm that type of person, I have plenty of family members that I don't talk to. Sometimes it can make you depressed when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like I really want to have this kind of relationship with my parents or with my, just family in general. I want to have that type of relationship, but I know that cannot happen because how they act, it could be very draining. So I see why she, tried to mend the relationship between her and TokyoToni, trying to fix it or whatever, so they can be that happy family and she can be around her grandkids. But TokyoToni is toxic. TokyoToni is the type of person that you have to love from a distance, and you just have to tell yourself, Black China, look, I tried. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no bad karma's gonna come my way just because I love her from a distance. I tried, and it's not working. Like, it's not working. She's still the same mom. And no, that's not being around my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy just watching this whole thing take place. And then like at one point, Blac Chyna was sitting in a chair, but she moved the chair out of the middle of them, and then she turned her chair towards her mom, and her mom said something like, oh, well, I'm not talking because she wasn't looking at me. And Blac Chyna was confused, but even me as a viewer, I was confused, because I'm like, she was looking at you. It seemed as though, like, for number one, I feel like TokyoToni is low-key jealous of her daughter. She's jealous of her daughter. For number two, she feel like because she had to do things for her daughter when her daughter was a kid, she feel like her daughter is entitled to take care of her, because at the end of the day, that's her mom. And both of those things, no. Your daughter is not obligated to sit here and take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you cussing at her and you telling her she needs help and things like that. Blac Chyna might need therapy, but that therapy will come from having to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Having to deal with you. Because I've been through some toxic things in my life, but I couldn't imagine having a narcissistic parent like that. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine what that would do to your mind frame. And I just hope that Blac Chyna just loves her mom from a distance. Some things you can't change. Some things you can't change no matter how bad that you want to. Some things you just can't change, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that. Like holidays or something, you sit there, you send cards, like Christmas cards and things like that. Let her FaceTime the grandkids, all that stuff, but her actually being around them for a long time to the point that she can get like that, no, you don't. Like, she's doing right by not wanting her mom around her kids. And she said that in one of the parts when she was explaining her actions and stuff, she was saying that's why her kids, she didn't bring her kids because she don't want her kids to be around that ghetto stuff. She left that ghetto stuff in the past, and she don't want her kids to be around that. And I agree with her, and I commend her. And real moms feel you. You get what I'm saying? Because real moms gonna fall out with anybody about their kids. They don't care who it is. They gonna fall out with anybody around their kids. I got family members I don't even have around my child. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. Like, that's just life. That's just how you have to be sometimes, So if anything, I feel like TokyoToni is the one that need help. I feel like she needs to go get help if she really wants to be around her grandkids, and she really wants to have that, mother and daughter healthy relationship with Blac Chyna. Then she's the one that needs to go get help. She's the one that needs to go get therapy. She's the one that needs to go get anger management and stop drinking or whatever else she's doing in her personal life. she need to get herself together so she can be in those kids' life as well as BLAC CHYNA's life in a healthy way. But you can't just sit here and feel like you can be you and be cussing and just being toxic and feel as though just because you're mommy, somebody just needs to sweep it up under the rug and just let you be you, because it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It really don't work like that. So anyways, let me know your thoughts about all of this. Peace, y'all.